Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
The leadership shakeup continues as the Port of Benton faces mounting scrutiny. The big change that happened today and what's next.
Also ahead, the potential rules that could change how your community learns about sex offender placements, how legislatures are signaling for comprehensive reform.
And your community needs you to roll up your sleeves. The critical blood shortage affecting local hospitals.
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin, we had rain showers, we have clearing skies, and a whole brand new work week. What does it hold for you? I'll have all the answers as the News at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Well, we hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. First at 5, the Port of Benton's chief financial officer and auditor is now out. This as the port faces growing criticism after a series of investigations and leadership changes raise questions about accountability. Today, the board voted unanimously to terminate Alicia Myers, citing performance concerns. An independent investigation released in January claims Port Commissioner Scott Keller violated state law and port policies multiple times, including violations involving gifts of public funds and actions connected with his private hangar at Richlands Airport. On January 7th, commissioners unanimously voted to place Executive Director Diana Howard on paid administrative leave.
You have become, quite frankly, a commission of chaos. That the port staff should not have to be fearing retaliation for simply doing their job.
Interim auditor Angela Saraceno-Lyman was appointed to temporarily fill the auditor role. We reached out to the Port of Benton for comment and are working to hear back.
You know, much of the country dealing with ice and snow, at least we're not.
No, it felt pretty good out there today, except for all the rain, and it was just on again, off again today.
Right, and kind of gloomy. Is that going to be the story of the rest of the week, though, Stacey Lee?
Well, good news, bad news. Yes, we have this upper level system move through. We've been seeing some showers. Don't wash the car just yet. Look at those showers starting to make their way east over the Blue Mountains, College Place, Athena, but that's going to clear up. We're going to be dry Tuesday through Friday, so that's looking good for the rest of the week. Warm temperatures, yep, west side of the country is warm, while the east side is still below average and very, very chilly. But look at that, we have a beautiful sunset tonight. Dust Devil Skycam in Pasco, 48 degrees. Winds at 7 miles an hour, feels like is 45. And look at that, our sunset now after 5 p.m. So absolutely gorgeous outside. I'm enjoying that. Our temperatures are very, very warm as we enter February. These temperatures are well above average by 10 plus degrees. Now, as far as your night goes, things are clearing up, but look at that, cue the fog. We're going to start seeing foggy conditions for the next couple of days, so look for that. We have a quiet, dry week ahead, possible air stagnation due to the fog, and again, a pretty quiet weather pattern. And guess who saw his shadow? We'll break that all down coming up here in just a little bit. Austin, Wendy.
Alrighty, Stacey, thank you. Now to the legislature, where Yakima and Tri-City lawmakers tonight say their push to change how sex offender homes are placed across Washington is now gaining some traction in Olympia. State Senator Nikki Torres and House lawmakers have introduced several bills aimed at increasing transparency, earlier community notification, and stronger oversight of what are known as less restrictive alternative housing, or LRA homes. Now, Torres says at least one of those proposals must be heard in committee by this Wednesday to stay alive this session. And she tells Apple Valley News Now it is now likely one will be heard, as she spoke today with the chair of Human Services, Senator Claire Wilson, via email.
Policy cutoff is Wednesday, so we definitely need to have one of these bills at least heard by Wednesday. If this bill moves forward and progresses out of committee, then we can slap on a striker to include portions of the other bills in it.
Now, if the bill moves forward, lawmakers say they could combine multiple proposals into one larger package addressing placement rules and supervision requirements. Torres says she is working with committee leaders now to secure that hearing before the deadline. We're going to have much more on this story and this breaking development coming up tonight at 6 o'clock.
The city of Grandview is seeing new housing, businesses, and major infrastructure projects underway. City leaders say Grandview is in a major growth phase with 5 to 6 subdivisions currently in different stages of construction and permitting. A new development at the Forest Glen subdivision near Country Park recently broke ground and will eventually add more than 270 homes. Over the past 4 years, about 650 homes have been built, with another 800 expected over the next several years. Officials say affordability and a shorter commute for Hanford workers are key reasons people are moving to Grandview. That growth is also bringing new business, including a recently opened truck plaza with more retail planned. To keep up, the city is investing in infrastructure like road improvements, a new well, and an additional 3 million gallon water reservoir.
People are moving here. They want to be in Grandview. And so businesses see that. Businesses see your influx in housing, and that's where businesses want to be. They want to be where the synergy is.
City leaders say the projects are part of a long-term plan to support continued growth in Grandview.
All right, back in the Tri-Cities now. A new nonprofit in the city of Kennewick is working to create a space where men can come together and support one another. Sparkle Initiative is based in Kennewick. It's made up of volunteers with backgrounds in social work and community outreach. The organization is focusing on building connections and meeting people where they are. And leaders say support for their mission is already growing through donations and potential grant funding. One of their upcoming projects is a men's support group that's still in the planning stages and expected to launch later this year. The group is designed to be a safe, peer-led space for men, whether they are fathers or not, to talk openly about mental health, relationships, and everyday challenges. Organizers say the goal is to reduce isolation, build stronger support systems, and give men a place to show up for one another. The group would meet for about an hour, either every other week or once a month, and would be focused on conversation and connection, not therapy.
It's a group where we come in for an hour, maybe every other week or once a month, and we get together and we build up supports for each other.
Sparkle Initiative says more details on when the group will begin and how to get involved will be shared in the coming weeks.
On the national front tonight, the Department of Justice claims it has now removed thousands of files from its website related to the investigation into disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein.
Survivors were calling for the takedown after a number of them say their identities were exposed due to inadequate redactions.
ABC's Rena Roy reports.
Several thousand documents and media related to disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein pulled from the Department of Justice website, just days after the DOJ says it released 3 million Epstein-related pages from the files. According to a letter from the DOJ filed in federal court today, the files may have inadvertently included victim-identifying information due to various factors, including technical or human error. Multiple survivors calling for the takedown, writing the DOJ committed what may be the single most egregious violation of victim privacy in one day in United States history.
Every time we hear from a victim or their lawyer that they believe that their name was not properly redacted, we immediately rectify that.
This latest batch of files released Friday includes a prosecutor's memo from 2007 showing federal authorities uncovered evidence pointing to the broad scale of Epstein's molestation and exploitation of girls and young women. That federal prosecutor initially wanted to charge Epstein with at least 60 felony counts, but in the end he was offered a deal to serve only 13 months of an 18-month prison sentence on Florida state charges. President Trump's name comes up thousands of times in the Epstein files, mostly in news articles, but also in emails written by Epstein himself. DOJ officials have said that uncorroborated allegations regarding President Trump contained in the files are false and did not come from credible sources. The president has said after a falling out 2 decades ago, he cut off contact with Epstein. Today, in a post on social media, Trump writing that he was not friendly with Epstein. And among the thousands of newly released photos, these never-before-seen images of former Prince Andrew, who was stripped of his royal titles last year over his relationship with Epstein. Now seen here, crouched over a young woman, her face redacted. The date and context of the interaction unclear. Representatives for Andrew have not responded to a request for comment.
That was Rena Roy reporting. The files also show in 2012, tech billionaire Elon Musk emailed Epstein in one note asking when the wildest party on Epstein's island will be.
But Musk today claims he has never been to his island or any of his parties, calling this latest release a distraction. Following this newscast, World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of what survivors are now demanding as the fallout continues over the Epstein files. Plus, the 5-year-old detained by ICE is back home tonight.
The American Red Cross is facing
lung disease is very difficult to live with in many ways, and our goal here is to truly live the mission of Good Shepherd, which is patients first, always. Our pulmonology and sleep medicine team is here for you. We're here to provide you world-class care. Please contact us and come to see us. It will be our privilege to serve you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at. What do you think?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Fast removal, fast installation. Our remodels take only days, not weeks, so you can love your bathroom sooner. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
This February, it's more countless wins with a $55,000 high-stakes giveaway at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Over $5,000 is up for grabs weekly, Fridays and Saturdays in February. Take home cash prizes and premium Pendleton beef. Multiply your entrance every Monday. And on Saturday, February 28th, 4 grand prize finalists will break the bank with $13,000 in cash and prizes, including $500 of Pendleton beef for each winner. Beef up your wins only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Spicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
I'm Eduardo Morfin. Morfin Law Firm thanks you for 5 years of support. Remember, when choosing an attorney, select a local attorney that supports your local community.
The journey on Rocky Mountaineer has been incredible so far. It feels like you can reach out and touch the mountains, and I've never felt so taken care of. You really just have to be here.
Experience the Canadian Rockies by Luxury Rail. Rocky Mountaineer.
All right, we are back now as a key Yakima Valley waterway is in danger of being unusable, prompting state politicians to ask the U.S. Department of the Interior to call a state of emergency.
Officials say the 100-year-old Yakima-Tieton Canal is falling apart at the seams after the 2024 Retreat Fire caused severe damage to the area, making it vulnerable to flooding and landslides.
The Yakima-Tieton Irrigation District says it has been exploring ways to replace for the canal for years, but officials say it's going to take some help from the state and federal levels to afford a solution.
We've looked at the alternatives. A gravity solution is really the best bet for the district, but as you can imagine, when a lot of the work has to be done using helicopters and log yarders and things like that, it's expensive because there's no access.
Several local politicians signed a letter asking to give the canal emergency status, including Senators Patty Murray and Maria Cantwell and Representatives Dan Newhouse and Kim Schreier.
Well, if you're not happy with Punxsutawney Phil's prediction, you're not alone. Although I don't know how much it impacts us here,
right?
To be honest.
I know, it's a little bit different on our side. Mandy Gaither tonight, though, has some more details on how to beat the 6 more weeks of winter blues.
They do more than just predict the weather. Groundhogs whistle when alarmed. They're the largest member of the squirrel family, have a constant need to gnaw, and if you hide out to survive harsh winters, you have more in common with these guys than you may realize.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Important news alert. President Trump endorsed Amanda McKinney for Washington's 4th Congressional District.
President Trump endorsed me because he knows I'm a fighter.
Amanda McKinney will fight to grow our economy and improve affordability, keep our borders secure, advance American energy dominance, and always protect our farmers and families. Trump endorsed Amanda McKinney. America first.
Exercising, staying connected, and maintaining a regular sleep schedule while avoiding oversleeping can all help. So can light therapy. He says using a light box can improve your mood. There's also cognitive behavioral therapy and medication management.
When those symptoms start to become more prominent, they start to cause problems in day-to-day living, then that's when we look at a difference between just having winter blues versus actually being a problem of clinical concern.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Our apologies there. It seems like we just want to stay in commercial break. We're working through some issues, but I think we have it resolved now. Sawchuk says that if symptoms make it hard to be productive at work or you're withdrawing from others, that's when you should see a medical provider.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we had a little mention of Punxsutawney. I'll get to him in just a minute. Let's look outside, though, in our Yakima Valley Bi-Mart Skycam. Looking nice tonight. A few clouds. The rain has dried up there, moved well to the east, and just about drying up tonight. 45 degrees, or feels like right now, is 44. Our sunset at 5:03. So, yeah, staying lighter longer, which can help those winter blues, right? Current temperatures on the warm side. Look at Walla Walla, 51 degrees. It's February 2nd. 48 for Pendleton, Hermiston, and Tri-Cities, 45 in Yakima. Now, one thing we need to talk about as we head into tomorrow is avalanche danger, very, very high. We received several inches of snow over the weekend, but we have warm temperatures and dry conditions on the way, and that raises our levels for avalanche. Take a look at pretty much all of the Cascade Mountains here from the Canadian border down even into Mount Hood is going to be at a considerable avalanche danger for the next couple of days. Tomorrow specifically, let's take a look at Snoqualmie Pass area. Again, the upper elevations, 5,500 to 6,500 feet. I worry most about people on those snow machines. See, they kind of get out off those trails, and it's just going to be very dangerous. So I would avoid that kind of activity here for the next 24 hours. All right, shadow scene, Phil, what's up? So let's talk about Punxsutawney. He's been a weather guesser since 1887, so he's been at it a long time. Has seen his shadow 109 times. I have to mention there's several years in the 1800s where we didn't have a report from Phil, but since the year 2000, he has seen his shadow 21 times. According to NOAA, his accuracy rate is 35%. So there, take that for what it's worth. He's predicting this cold, and this is our 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. Yep, cold there, but warm everywhere else. So, you know, maybe he's a little bit right on the East Coast, but the rest of us are staying warm. In fact, look at our forecast high temperatures well above our average. 55 on Sunday, that would put us 10 degrees above our normal for this time of year. Our nighttime lows also above average, even though we're in the 30s. Look at that, by Saturday and Sunday, we could be 10 degrees above normal at night for our overnight lows. So temperatures are warm, so Punxsutawney, you know, take it for what it is. All right, 30s overnight tonight. Ellensburg getting down to that freezing level. Everybody else should be just right above that. And again, once that system moves through today, things are going to be on the warm side, but that creates good conditions for fog to develop, and that's what we could see through through Thursday here in the Tri-Cities. Temperatures warming up. Look at Sunday. Got that football on there for the big game. We're going to see those temperatures and wet conditions exist. In Yakima, foggy as well down in the valleys. We have a chance of rain on that big game day Sunday. So you might want to check past reports if you're planning to head to the west side for the game. Looking at lots of fog in Ellensburg as well. 40s with temperatures hovering just under 50 degrees. Most of the overnight lows there staying right at or just above the freezing level. Walla Walla also on the warm side with double nickels on the big Sunday. I don't know, that you could put that on a board maybe, those fives. You know what I'm talking about. And Hermiston, we also see temperatures warm but fog developing in the valley. So temperatures 40s and 50s as we sail into the first week of February. And yeah, he saw his shadow. I had to giggle this morning.
So it's 6 more weeks of this, or does it mean winter is coming for 6 weeks?
His accuracy rate is about 35%, so take it for what you want.
It's 35%?
30-something%.
Okay, I never heard that.
He mostly sees his shadow because he is a fidgety part of the squirrel family, so you know. Anyway,
that's interesting. Have you heard from any of the others, like Beauregard Lee or?
I haven't, but I read there's some others that have better predicting capabilities than Phil. So yeah, maybe we'll get rid of Phil and do something else next year.
I've even heard other animals are taking part in this as well now. This has been a thing.
There's an uproar now about our weather predictions, so yes.
We should get one for our area, right?
There we go.
All right, well, still ahead. Hard work is paying off for Grandview High School musicians, how they are making music history again.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Important news alert. President Trump endorsed Amanda McKinney for Washington's 4th Congressional District.
President Trump endorsed me because he knows I'm a fighter.
Amanda McKinney will fight to grow our economy and improve affordability, keep our borders secure, advance American energy dominance, and always protect our farmers and families. Trump endorsed Amanda McKinney. America first. Central Washington always. Washington Rising is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home. I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Weeknights at 5, we bring you the spotlight. Tonight, we're going to go to Grandview, where the high school mariachi Grand Vista Ensemble has qualified for the state competition. This marks their 7th qualification since 2018, making them the second most frequent for a school to reach this level. The WIAA and WMEA State Solo and Ensemble is set for April 24th at Central Washington University. Have an idea for the spotlight? Send it to us through any of our social media platforms. Of course, we're on X, TikTok, Nextdoor, Facebook, and Instagram.
What a cool opportunity, huh?
Very cool.
Good.
All
Good
right.
for them. All right, well, stay with us. Your reason to smile. And one final peek at that weather forecast coming up.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Thinking about an RV show? Skip it and save some dough. At Broadmoor RV, you get real people, real prices, real service with the same great deals, no show required. Skip the crowds, skip the hidden fees, skip the show, and save some dough at Broadmoor RV, where we make camping fun.
Driving the Nissan Kicks with intelligent all-wheel drive is like the best seat in the house. See why it's been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 5 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Now get a low $309 per month lease or get up to $1,000 customer cash on the 2026 Nissan Kicks.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The record shows no driver at fault. However, we found footage which shows the other driver caused the wreck.
Nice job. What's the insurance company's offer?
You know it's too low. Should I ask them for more?
Thanks, Shelby. But you know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitter, Attorney Mariano Morales.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now, for a limited time, get our most value-packed plan ever. Families can save over $1,000 a year versus Verizon and AT&T on streaming, satellite, and more benefits that they leave out.
Check out this awesome waterfall that one Native American tribe calls the center of the world.
A barrier broken open, making way for spirits to give their guidance to men.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next, E.T. I'm Trevor Noah, and this is E.T. at the Grammys.
I'm speechless.
All the exclusives, wild fashion, and viral moments from music's biggest night.
It means everything to me.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
And welcome back. So it was a fairly nice weekend. My husband went and got some skiing in on Saturday.
Good.
I slept and got through a cold. Sunday was sunny, and it was actually a beautiful day. In fact, come take a look at your screen. Our viewer from Walla Walla, Dee, she is an avid bike rider, and look at the foothills. This was yesterday. So lots of sunshine out in Walla Walla. Thanks, Dee, once again for riding your bike out there on a perfect Sunday and for sending in that photo. QR code right there on top of your screen. That's how you get your photos on TV, thanks to Lifetime Dental Care. All right, let's talk about tomorrow. So we're pretty mild going forward. It's going to be dry. We're going to have some fog in the valleys and sometimes patchy and dense. We're going to keep a close eye on air stagnation or air pollution developing due to this pretty mild stretch of weather, at least through Friday. We started to see some showers popping up into the big weekend. This is a Super Bowl weekend. We could see some rain showers, which then sometimes indicates snow showers, which could indicate travel conditions in our passes. Now, I do want to mention the avalanche danger is extremely high tomorrow. It's at the very top of the scale, next to the top of the scale, but pretty high. There were a couple of deaths last month due to avalanche in Kittitas Valley. So folks out on those snow machines need to be very, very careful when you're off the marked areas, they call it off-piste when you're skiing, but be careful out there. All right, here's your forecast for tomorrow. Going to be foggy out the door, but temperatures warming up in the afternoon, so it's kind of a layering day.
All right, well, that'll do it for us. Thanks for joining us.
We'll be seeing you at 6. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.